بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for my students in Management 301 for this semester. Today is September 1st, 2020. I would like to welcome all of my students as well as all those who are seeing my channel. This is the Principles of Management, Management 301. And today, through this semester, I'm trying to take you through I will be recording all chapters. And I have already recorded some chapters in previous semester, but I would like to have all of the 18th chapter recorded so that it will be good reference for you all. Today, we are going to go into the first chapter, which is Introduction to Management and Organizations. My name is Dr. Samir Hamad from King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, okay? And this first chapter talks about Introduction to Management and Organization. Therefore, who are managers? Managers simply is someone who coordinate and oversee the work of other people so that organizational goals can be accomplished. Therefore, he want to make sure that organizational goals are accomplished. They can be young or old. Manager could be young or old. They may be male or female. Okay, therefore managers could be male and female. What are the level of management? We have top managers, middle managers, first line managers, and non-managerial employees. What does each one do? Top management usually put policies overall, direction of the organization. Middle management take orders from top management and they pass them through to the first line managers. Okay? And first line managers make sure that all those non-managerial employees are doing their job. Okay? In other words, classifying managers, first line managers are individuals who manage the work of non-managerial employees. Assume that you are in a factory, okay? Those who works in the production line, they are called workers and they are non-managerial position. Therefore, the first line manager who manage the worker of non-managerial employees. Middle management, okay, or middle managers, we better put it here just for a reminder, okay? This is top, middle, lower, and here is non-manager. Okay. Therefore, middle managers, okay, individuals between the lowest and top. Notice, middle manager between the top and the lowest. Middle managers, between the lowest and top levels of the organization, who manage the work of first line managers. Okay, therefore, those manage the work of the first line managers. Okay. Top managers, individuals who are responsible for making organizational or organization-wide decisions and establishing plans and goals that affect the entire organization. Top managers put the overall direction. What do I want my organization to accomplish? What is the plans for my organization within a year, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years? This is being done by top management, okay? And then we have, what is the management? Management involves coordinating and overseeing the the work activities of others so that their activities are completed and efficiently and effectively. Therefore, in management, I want to make sure that work are efficient and effective. Management is a process. Whenever we say a process involves what? Input and output. Therefore, think about the management as a process. Now, here said management involves coordination or coordinating and overseeing the work activities of others. I watch others, okay? And so that, and I make sure that those activities are completed effectively and efficiently, okay? Let's go ahead and define what we mean by effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness and efficiency. Efficiencies means doing things right. I want you to do things right. I, as a manager, I want to make sure that you do things right. This is called what? Efficiency. Getting the most output from the least input. Most output for the least input. Effectiveness, however, is doing the right thing. It's very important in the worker, he is doing the right thing, okay? He doesn't do something that's not been asked for, or he wasted his time, okay, during the work by going through the website or by doing through the internet. I would like to have people doing the right things, okay? Attaining organizational goal. Very good. Managerial effectiveness and efficiency in management. Efficiency means, okay, while effectiveness is the end, okay, means how do I get there, and what is the end results, okay? Efficiency, which is the means, resources usage at lowest cost, while the effectiveness, the ends, goal attainment and high attainment when you reach your ends. Management strive for lower resources and waste, high efficiency, and high goal attainment, which is high effectiveness. In other words, how can I reach my objective, okay, with the minimum waste or minimum cost, and I get maximum output. Okay, what do managers do? Three approaches that define what managers do. Three things. Function they perform, what function they serve. Roles they play, what roles they play, managers. And the skills they need. They have to have certain skills, okay? Therefore, managers do, we'd like to see their functions and roles, what role they play, and skills they have, okay? Now, managerial function. For managerial function, you sit at the College of Business here at KFUPM, and we teach you during these 4 years planning, organizing, leading, controlling. These are the 4 managerial function. Planning, what do I want to plan? Okay, this is again said top management. Organizing, let me put it in a probably an example that's close or related to you. For instance, how do you plan your life? I said, go to the university, I take my degree, then I work, and I get married. These are all plans. How do you organize your life? I would like to put it, what's the best way, just how well or organized you are. Leading, how do you lead your life? You would like to achieve certain objectives, leading, okay? And I would like to be leading myself, not to be led by others, okay? Controlling, am I in control of my life or not? Okay, am I in control of my life or not? I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing or not? Am I delaying myself or not? Same thing applies to organization, okay? Planning, defining goals. Now think of organization. Planning is defining goals, establishing strategies to achieve these goals, developing plans to integrate and coordinate activities. How do I put this plan in action? Do I have to revise it? Yes, as things change, okay? Therefore, this is the planning as a function. Therefore, managerial function are four. First one is planning. Second one, organizing. Arranging and structuring work to accomplish organizational goal. How do you structure? You try to put organizational structure, okay, within your organization to make sure that this structure achieving the organizational goal. Okay, I want to make sure that I have the right structure to lead my organization and to make my organization do very well. Okay, leading. This is organizing, which is what? Arranging and structuring work to accomplish organization goal. Okay, leading. Okay, leading, working with and through people to accomplish goal. You cannot achieve objective alone. You have to be a leader and you have to have follower, teams who works and help you to achieve that goal. So you have to be what? Not administrator, you have to be leader. There is a difference between administrator, okay, and a leader. You have to be a leader. Controlling, no matter how good plans you have, no matter how well organized you are, and no matter how good leader you are, unless you have a proper control, all of the above will not help you. You have to have proper controlling measure to see what, how are you doing? Are you attaining profit? Are you bringing? Therefore, monitoring, comparing, and correcting work. Most of the monitoring devices is through auditing, through accounting. You want to make sure that you have proper control within your organization so that objective of any organization is to maximize the profit and minimize the cost. Okay. Planning, again, management function, managerial function. Planning, organizing, leading, controlling. Okay. And as we just discussed, planning, defining goals, establishing strategy, and developing plans to coordinate activities, while organizing, determining what needs to be done, how it will be done, and who is to do it. Organizing, who is going to do it? You have to bring your people, you have to make the structure to make sure each person knows what he does. Okay, who is going to do it? That's why most of the new presidents for companies or even new managers or directors, they usually come and they trust certain people. They bring those people with them because they will help, okay, accomplishing their goals. Leading, which is motivating, leading, and any other actions involved in dealing with people. You have to have certain effect on people as a leader so that they will follow you and they will accomplish that objective for the company. Controlling, monitoring activities to ensure that they are accomplished as planned. All this, planning, organizing, leading, controlling, lead to achieving the organizational stated purpose or goals. Okay. Now, we said about managerial function. Next, management role. What role do you have, okay, in the organization? Management roles are specific actions or behavior expected of a manager. What's expected from you as a manager? What is the role you should take or do? Mintzberg identified 10 roles grouped around the 3 areas or categories. This is Mintzberg. He said that there are interpersonal relationship, okay, the transfer of information. How do you transfer information? And decision making. Therefore, manager in a very simple sense is a decision maker. He always make decisions, okay? Now, we'll see these 3 categories: interpersonal roles, informational role, and decision role. An interpersonal role, figurehead, well known. You are leader, you are the manager, you are the director, figurehead. You are a leader, not an administrator. You don't do just routine job. People has to believe in you as a leader, okay? And we'll discuss more about leadership as we go through this course, okay? Liaison. You have to be liaison. You help other people. You try to explain what's needed from the work or from the job or what's needed from them as a liaison. Information role. You have to monitor all of the information, okay? Disseminator, you distribute also the information as needed, because you don't leave people in the dark. You always tell them what's expected. And spokesperson, you have to represent the company and you always speak in behalf of your department, or if you are a president of the company, and it's very also important to be a speak person. Decision role, we said, manager is nothing more decision maker and resource allocator, okay? Decision roles: entrepreneurs, disturbance handlers. How do you handle any disturbance? Resource allocator and negotiator. You have to have skills or get into skills in negotiating to convince people and convince them to do what you want. Management skills, okay? What are the management skills? Manager had to have technical skills, knowledge, and proficiency in a specific field, such as accounting, finance, marketing, human resources. These are special skills you have to have. Manager has to have skills. Human skills, the ability to work well with others. You have to be accepted by other people, and you have to accept other people and know how to deal with people as what? As a human, okay? Not as a machine. Conceptual skills, ability to think and conceptualize about abstract and complex situation concerning the organization. In other words, whatever is going in the environment, you have to understand, you have to put it in certain content, and you have to know the effect on the organization. Just like what we are witnessing with the corona or COVID-19. It did affect lots of work, lots of job. Okay? You have to, as a manager or as a leader, you have to understand and calculate and make the effect and know exactly what are the effects on your organization. Conceptual skills, okay? Now, how much are expected from these conceptual skills? Top managers who make policies are level of importance are very high for top management and expected for the conceptual skills. Middle managers, human skills. Lower level, technical skills, okay? This is expected from them. Now this exhibit, 1.6, talks about the changes affecting a manager's job. What are things that affect manager job? We have changes in technologies, digitization, changing in security threat, To what extent your information are secured. Increase emphasis on organization and managerial ethics. How much ethics is there? Increase competitiveness. Again, changing technology or digitization, shifting organizational boundaries, virtual workplaces, more mobile workforce, flexible work arrangement, empowered employee, work-life, person-life balance. How do you balance between the work and your personal life? Very important. This is in the area of changing technologies. Changing security threat, risk management. What are environmental forces are affecting us and our organization? And to what extent? What are the risks involved? Uncertainty over a future energy source and the prices. Very important because the energy play a pivotal role in all aspects of business. Energy prices and energy sources. It's very important to always see and watch. These are prices for energy, whether to obtain them. Okay, restructured workplace. Organization structure for organization change over time. 10 years ago is different from now. 10 years ahead of time, it will be, therefore, it has to be adapted to the age, to the change. Discrimination concerns, globalization concerns, employees' assistance. These are all changing security threats. Increasing emphasis on organizational and managerial ethics, redefined values, okay? Also, as we go, sometime we have to think about our value, has it been changed or not, okay? Rebuild trust with people, okay? And increase accountability. You have to be more accounted for what you produce as an organization or as a company. Increase competitiveness, customer service, very important, because all of our work is done for what? Customers, okay? That's important, customer service. Innovation, very important, because this will give us what we call competitive edge to be innovative. Globalization, you have to see what's going on in the whole globe, okay? You are not separated from them, you are part of it. And efficiency and productivity. Therefore, these are the changes affecting a manager's job. Changing technology, changing security threats, increase emphasis on organizational and managerial ethics, and increase competitiveness. Importance of customer to the manager's job. Most important thing to organization are what? Customers. Is this true here in our countries or in the Middle East? I don't know. Is it true in the United States and Europe? Always, customer is right. Here, I don't know. We are still, Therefore, importance of customer to the managers are very, very customers, the reason that organization exists. Therefore, you have to serve, even though things has been changing here in the Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia, they are giving more importance to the customer, okay? The reason that organization exists are the customer. Managing customer relationship is the responsibility of all managers and employees, because unless you have good customer service, you will start losing your what? Customer. If you have competitive organization, they are going to take your customer. Therefore, you have to be very competitive by giving good customer service. Consistent, high quality customer service is essential for survival. In order to survive, you have to have good what? Customer service. Many jobs require a close contact with customer. Many jobs have to be very close to the customer. Role of the service sector in Arab world, okay? Percentage of employees service, for instance, Jordan 47% of employees are in the service sector. Kuwait is 76, Saudi Arabia is 71, Japan 70%, United States 80%, China 36, and India 27 because they have huge population. And this is the service value added. This is the value added is the as a percentage of the gross domestic product. For Egypt, 46%. For Saudi Arabia, is 30%. For Japan, 73%. United States, 77%. This is just give you an idea of role of the services sector in Arab economies. Okay. Importance of social media to the manager's job. Very, very, very important to be aware of importance of social media in manager's job. You have to have social media channels. You have to have way to promote your company, to promote yourself, and to be aware that you are there. Okay, managers need to understand and manage the power and risk of social media. Power and risk. So important to know what is the power and the risk of social media. Managers need to remember that social media is a tool that needs to be managed to be beneficial. Now, social media is taking over lots of methods and ways to promote a product and become very, very, very effective. You have to have social medias as a skill, and you have to know how to use it effectively to promote your organization. These are example of data points that 88% of Arab internet users surveyed said that the internet has provided them with a better learning opportunities. This is study has been done. You can take a look at it in your book. 85% of the Arab respondents to that survey agreed that social media has enabled a better social activity for them, and 77% of Arabs surveyed use Facebook at least once a day. This is, I think, an outdated since I think, 2015. It must be now much more percentages than that, but this will give you an idea. Okay, the importance of innovation to the manager's job. Doing things differently, innovation. Okay, doing things differently, exploring a new territory, and taking risks. This is change. We have to adapt to change, and there is a very important aspect of management called management of delta, and delta this is means change. Okay, how do I deal with change? How do I manage my organization under extreme circumstances? Example, COVID-19 changed lots of things, the way we do business, the way we do education, the way our social get together, changing a lot. Therefore, adapting to these changes. Okay. Now, managers should encourage employees to be aware of and act on opportunities for innovation. Okay, to be innovative. How do Arab countries score in innovation indicators? This is again some innovation indicator, okay, like capacity for innovation, score from 1 to 7, Bahrain 3.8, Egypt 2.9, Jordan 3.9, Kuwait 3, Saudi Arabia 4, Japan 5.4. Now, this is capacity for innovation. And other criteria like quality of scientific research, institution, all the way from 3 to 5, company spending on research and development, again, score from 1 to 7, all the way, they are ranging from 3 to 5. University, industry, collaboration in research and development, again, ranging from 2.9 all the way to 5. Availability of scientists and engineers, again, from 3.5 all the way to 5.4. Innovation overall score. They combine all this, and this is the overall score. And for instance, again, overall Egypt 2.7 out of 7, and then Jordan 3.6, Saudi Arabia 4.2, United Arab Emirates 4.4, Japan 5.5. Then the rank out of 144 country ranking. Japan is ranking 5. Japan is ranking 4. United Arab Emirates 24. Saudi Arabia 32. Egypt 124. Kuwait 111. This is the ranking for innovation indicator. Okay. You have to know your ranking. Where are you? And you have to work toward improving that indicator. What is an organization? Talk about manager, criteria, managerial function. We'll talk about organization. An organization is defined, okay? An organization defined as deliberate arrangement of people to accomplish some specific purpose. Group of people, you put them in a place and for a certain purpose. If a person by himself, the leader or the manager or the owner, you put him in a company, he cannot do anything by himself. Therefore, an organization defined as deliberate arrangement of people, okay, group of people, arranged hierarchy structure, okay, in some specific purpose, the whole structure, okay, that individuals alone could not accomplish. Now, common characteristic of organization, it have distinct purpose. The purpose of KFUPM is just to produce graduates and to produce research, okay? Composed of people, common characteristic has some people, have a deliberate structure. And we said we could think of organization also as a system. Okay? This is the organization, KFUPM, for instance, and input, output. Output is the graduate student and research. The input, again, people, the faculty, staff, money, okay? These are all input, okay? And the process is the education. Therefore, you bring to this organization, KFUPM, you put people, students, staff, and money, budget, and educational process, classroom, and we go through the educational process, and the output each year KFUPM graduates students, bachelor and master and PhD, and they also produce lots of research. Okay? Therefore, composed of people and have a deliberate structure. We have the president, vice president of the university, and rector, and vice rectors, and so on. Therefore, this is what we call deliberate structure. Now, characteristic of organization consists of people, has distinct purpose, and have deliberate structure. Why study management? Why do we study management? The universality of management, good management is needed in all organizations. Management is needed in all types of organization, whether profit or non-profit, we need always good management. The reality of work, employees either managed or are managed. Employees are either manager or somebody manage them. Manager of people or somebody, people either two ways, managed or to be managed. Rewards and challenges of being a manager. Management offers challenging, exciting, and creative opportunities for meaningful and fulfilling work. You feel good to be manager, okay? It's fulfilling, something inside you. It's very challenging. It's very nice, okay? You give orders, you have people work under you. Rewards. Successful managers receive significant monetary award for their efforts. They receive big salaries. If you are good, if you bring profit for my company each year, like 4 or 5 million real, if I give you each month 50,000 or 70,000, that's okay with me. Therefore, your value and how much money you bring to your organization. It's not as simple as I put it, but this is the idea. As long as you make a profit, have no problem to give you high salary, okay? Now, universal need for management. Management is needed in all organizational areas like manufacturing, you need management. Marketing, you need management. Human resource, you need management. Accounting, information system, you need management in all these departments. Management is in all sides of organization, whether small or large. Management at all organizational level, top, middle, lower management. You need a management. And management is needed in all type of organization, whether profit or non-profit. What are the rewards? Very quickly, I leave that exhibit 111 for you. It's in your book, okay, but we'll go rewards quickly over it. To create work environment in which organizational members can work to the best of their ability, have opportunities to think creatively and use imagination, help others find meaning and fulfillment in work, support, coach, and nurture others, work with a variety of people, receive recognition and status in organizations and community, okay? Play a role in influencing organizational outcomes, receive appropriate compensation in form of salaries, bonuses, and the stock options. Good managers are needed by organization. Everybody, they need those good managers. Therefore, this is what we call headhunters. If manager doing so well, try to bring him and we give him more salary. What are the challenges? التحديات أو الصعوبات. They do hard work, have to work very hard, may have duties that are more clerical than managerial. This is sometimes a challenge, okay? Have to deal with a variety of responsibilities, often have to make do with limited resources. That also another challenge, and that you have very much limited resources. How to deal with that? Motivate workers in chaotic and uncertain situations. Like, if you have unexpected situation or uncertain situation, just like what we are living these days, with the COVID-19. Blend knowledge, skills, ambitions, and experience of diverse work group. You have a challenge if you work with diverse work groups, okay? Success depends on others' work performance. This is another challenge, that you depend on others for your success. Okay, the question, is there an Arab model for management? Do we have special model for Arab management? يقول لك the Arab managers like any other managers plan, organize, lead, and control just like any others, okay? Arabs. Arab managers, like all other managers, tend to reflect their culture and the context within which they live. Each one reflects his culture. Arab is just like that. They try always to reflect what they have in their culture. Different behavior and management style from one country to another in Arab countries. Management practice different in Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon, Morocco, Algeria, because these are different cultures, okay? An Arab method of management has not emerged. We don't have way of management being developed by Arabs, okay? Why? Due to political and economic upheavals, had some problem, okay? Social tension in Arab societies between the old and the new, always clash between old generation, new generation, okay? And between the traditional and the modern, between the old schools of thought and between the new schools of thoughts. Good. Now, exhibition or 112, historical influences on Arab management thought. We have role of Islam. We have tribal, traditional or traditions, tribal and family traditions. Then we have colonial bureaucracies and Ottoman Empire. And then we have what we call Western influence. And then we have government intervention and political constraints. These are all reflect, or this blend give us the Arab management thinking. احنا as Arab, we always think of Islam before we do anything. Is it halal or haram? Is it forbidden or allowed? Therefore, this is one important area that derive the Arab thinking in management, okay? Tribal and family tradition. Tribes play important role in managing work, business, family. Your family background also contribute to that. Okay. Colonial bureaucracies and Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire historically was dominating the Arab countries for quite some time. Still have most of the regulations and and rules came inherited into Egypt from Ottoman Empire. Okay, other countries that was under domination of either French colonialism or Italian, French like Lebanon and those area, Italian like Libya, and also French in the Morocco and Algeria. These are affecting now influence, Western influence. Also, managerial schools of thoughts. We have, like Saudi Arabia, we have Aramco, it's been started by American here, and Saudis has been going to United States to study. Therefore, they have Western influence. Okay, government and intervention, political constraints. Each Arab country has different rules, regulations, and sometimes when you come very active, you would like to make sure that these are, especially what you study in the States or Europe, and you find that there are government red tape or regulations. Sometimes it's a big challenge, and you try to change it, and you try to work so hard so that you have the best. All this contribute to the Arab management thinking. And by this slides, we are finishing chapter 1, which is Introduction to Management Organization. I will see you in chapter 2 next class. Thank you very much, and I will see you next class, and you have a good evening or good day, wherever you are. Thank you. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.